Welcome to the What Are We Talking About Today podcast. This would be night 3 of camp. Also night 3 of recording, but the first night of recording was not technically camp. It was the pre-camp ODST drop setup squad. I am currently solo hosting this. Of course, I am your gracious host, Parker. Tyler has just arrived in the studio this evening.
Our other guest. Oh, what a rip.
That was...
Might want to check your pants after that one.
I don't need to check my pants after that one.
There's 1,000 boys with their hearts in their mouths. So I didn't have the heart to spit it out. That I'm smitten with my worries and my doubts. No love prince would ever.
That is the most disgusting sounding Oreo cookie I have ever seen.
What is that? Caramel coconut? It's
Disgusting opinion I've ever heard.
what? Let me see. Let me see the box.
No, I'm sorry, I already come out your bunch just a few seconds ago.
Let me just heard the caramel coconut Oreos. That sounds disgusting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, caramel and coconut together.
You want to hate because you want to hate. That's why.
No, bro. It's because caramel and coconut together is such a weird flex. I feel like we're obligated to try these, Wyatt.
We're obligated to try this, but
Where?
Live on the pod. He, let the record show, is making a quick run back to the gym.
brother, what is this taste I'm feeling?
That's cursed. It tastes like my grandma's house's carpet. Tyler, do you like this?
I actually do. Genuinely.
Okay. Well,
Let the record show Tyler said he does like these.
I'm glad it works for you.
He genuinely likes these.
I
genuinely don't like these.
can't say I agree, but no judgment. I mean,
Yeah.
it's 2
I'll
flavors.
finish it out of respect. That's the laundry room. That's where he lives. Let the record show Layton, who had an amazing poop story the last episode, just walked in.
14-year-old timeout is here.
He's accepted it at this point now.
He's accepted the fact that he was 14 and is
Yes.
done trying to cover it up by saying he was 13. No one. Mason's.
Show. Let the record show Tyler just showed Layton an Oreo. Layton is also gluten free. He neglected it on part of here. Layton, Layton, go ahead. Just say what just happened.
So, Tyler shoved a Oreo, caramel coconut Oreo in my face, and I cannot have it, so I said no, and he proceeded to chuck it full-fledged at the table and smash it into a million pieces, so that's cool.
All right, hold on. I gotta sell debate here. All right.
What
I came in
debate?
here. I came in here with a gift.
What kind of gift is something I can't eat?
With hold on a second, slow down. You were not here. You were not here yet.
I'm here now.
Yes, you are. I came in with a gift. A gift of flavor.
Parker's
And this is called the caramel coconut Oreo. I thought it was a cool flavor. It's one of my dad's personal favorites. Brought in. Wanted to share the flavor with the rest of the world. Everyone's got their snacks. They got their trolleys, their fudge stripes, Mike and Ike's original fruits, the good stuff. So, I thought I would add my own addition to the pile. Hello, Mason. And they start hating just because they want to hate. Layden. So.
The podcast favorite guest, Nicole Clark.
Is that a
Just
baby
arrived.
monitor? Nice.
And I totally interrupted Tyler because I forgot what he was talking about.
That's pretty. Not yet. I'm getting to the main point here.
Sorry, I moved on, Tyler.
You've been on the podcast before, right? What? New poop story.
Did you just grant me an extension? A splitter? You gonna have a splitter valve on this thing? Listen. Can you hear me now?
Can I be heard? Sick.
Yeah, we might have to restart the episode. It was like steering a pirate ship with no oars and no fans under the water, whatever those are called.
Propellers.
Pirate ships don't have propellers. Rudders. No rudders.
Or fans under the
No
water.
steering wheel.
Burger, is your mic on? Coconut
No.
sucks.
No.
I'm in the shower and I'm singing in the shower and I don't know who you are and oh wait, he's not singing in the shower, he's singing to his dad.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's episode of the What Are We Talking About Today podcast.
There's 1,000 boys with their hearts in their mouths, so I hadn't had the heart to spit it out. That I'm smitten with my worries and my doubts. No love-lone prince would ever dare to
Well,
sing
I'm doing the
about.
intro now.
Yeah, that
failed.
can be like a lost deep lore episode.
No, that's going to be in the intro.
I've
Just when we come in, that's when and I say that's when the intro music's going to start.
Gotcha.
And then this will be the real episode.
Sounds good.
So, on tonight's
Tyler
episode,
just left.
Nicole,
Let the record show.
Nicole,
Tyler
have you
walked out.
listened to
he's
the
gonna
WAWTAT
reemerge.
podcast? You know some things. Okay, cool. You know a little bit of lore. You want to hand a microphone over?
I think the only thing I know are two things. Something about a cannon.
A cannon?
Yeah. Is that what you guys say a lot?
Oh, like canon lore?
Yeah. Yeah, cannon.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the other line that you guys say? Let the record
let the
show.
record
Oh,
That's it.
sick.
So
Okay.
I do know. I know
you
that.
you
Yeah.
know the lore.
Yeah.
You know the canon lore.
Sure. Yeah.
You handled that.
I did.
It's been handled.
Okay.
It's been
Oh, is that a
handled.
new one?
been
Okay.
handled.
I'm picking it up.
That's from your husband.
Oh.
Um.
Great.
He's
Okay.
good at handling.
So we're gonna go around. We're gonna introduce tonight's guests. Except you guys were already on last night, so we're just gonna run through. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna
I-
run through really quick. We got Wyatt here. What up? What up? I'm Wyatt. We also have Leighton. What up? What up? I'm Leighton.
14-year-old timeout. Let's go.
Here.
That's a show.
Leighton has accepted the point
hear
that
about-
he was 14 when this
No,
happened.
Mason explained it to me on the way over.
On the walk over, we were dying laughing. It was great.
Anyway,
Wow. Yes.
Yeah?
It sounds like it.
I am. So let the record show. 3 Mike and Ike's in my hand. I just dropped one, went to catch it, and it fell into my sleeve. And I thought that might be the case, so I flicked my arm down,
Cool.
and the Mike and Ike fell out of my sleeve, just like the knives in Assassin's Creed.
That's cool.
And that was
Also,
the coolest I've ever felt while handling a Mike and Ike.
just like the poop
What?
that came.
Like a poop rising from the sewer.
So good, great transition. Good work on us. No, that's why I was transitioning. And so, just like the poop, we have on this podcast a new guest, and thusly, we of course know what needs to happen. Nicole Clark is here.
Hello.
The what needs
Okay,
to happen today
I'm gonna
podcast.
do this. Let the record show that I and my son Liam
Yeah.
were invited before Andrew. I don't know what he did,
2 years ago.
Yeah.
1 year ago.
and he forced his way into the podcast,
He did.
Yeah, that's why I thought.
and I haven't been on since.
That's
But
true.
That's why I thought she was our favorite guest. Because I forgot that you hadn't been on.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was camp last year. You and Liam were both there.
Yeah.
This was before Lainey was born.
Yep.
And we were like, the joke at the time was that Andrew never was on the podcast.
Right.
And so we were like, it would be even funnier if we got his wife and his child on before him. He broke that joke by committing to the bit so hard that he sat in a room for an hour.
He overcommitted.
He
Yeah.
overcommitted. So
I do. What, overcommitting?
So now you're on.
I
You're
am.
here.
This is happening.
And it's poop story time.
Okay.
I think we're just jumping right into it.
Give us your poop.
Give us your
story.
poop.
Okay.
That's not a normal podcast thing to yell, give us your poop. It can be her son's story. It can be whatever story you want. Tyler's
yeah, I don't
currently
know.
making a new poop story.
I think
That's
Tyler was offended that we interrupted. What was he even talking
He
about?
was yelling at me about not wanting to eat one of his. He was yelling at me about not wanting to eat one of his cookies, and he left.
Yeah.
Literally stormed out.
I'd also like to say I absolutely roasted Parker today on stage in front of like 140 students about you being my co-host on a comedy podcast, and then you bombing a joke on stage. I'm sorry.
Well, that was the point.
Okay, sick. Good. All right, so joining the room back once again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
This is
Coffee crunch.
this is how this goes, by the way.
Okay.
We talk in circles.
Sure. Yeah.
Did you summon those from the ether? How did you get those?
He pooped him out.
You pooped them out. Thank you. I'm now eating toffee crunch flavor cream. Hate that. That sounds weird. All right.
It kind of sounds good.
Hey, everyone, we need to listen up. Hold on.
Timely.
Let the record show. Parker just let one rip. So we're gonna give Nicole the time so that in case you need to go take care of your children, in case one of them starts screaming, so everyone in the room needs to stop talking. Nicole, you have the floor.
Wow. Let's see. I don't think, is it like a poop yourself story? Like I'm confused
It's
on,
any
I need to know
any crazy weird interaction with poop you've had.
Anything beyond
We had Olivia
the normal.
on. She talked about how her pig had worms
okay.
and pooped one out.
Okay.
She knew the judges were coming.
Okay.
Thusly, she free-handed the worm out of the poop, threw it into the other contestant's poop pile, which was her long-term rival.
Yeah.
She ended up winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow. Okay. So that helps a lot.
yeah, you got to hold that mic a little bit closer.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
So, I used to have an upset stomach. I'm going to shout out probiotics and kombucha for
Nice.
curing my lactose intoleration. So thank you. If there's an
Sponsored.
if there's an advertisement
Sponsored.
spot, that's where it would go. But I think the most recent, I think I've tried to block out all of my poop stories
Yeah.
But this one,
It sounds like Carissa did the same thing.
yeah,
And
I
then
think
she just dropped
mentally,
it
I
down.
just don't really remember anything personally. But I will say, you guys don't have kids, but this is one for the.
Whoa.
Career just
You're
walked in.
upstaging Nicole right now. Wow.
I was just about to ask where Andrew was.
Wow. A Crip it and rip it, baby.
Crack
A
it
squadron
open.
of gentlemen just walked in. You don't need it. By the way, there's an ambient mic, so you don't. Oh my gosh, a finger is currently in my ear. I'm not doing anything about it, so do with that information what you will. Okay. What's up? This is an audio medium.
Dude, you think that's bad? He tried force feeding us caramel coconut. What even? Does that sound appealing to you?
I haven't said it yet. This is a intermission.
My name's AJ, by the way.
So we'll introduce the Bad Batch who just walked in here in a second. But do you want to finish your story first?
No, introduce them first.
Okay, all right, sick. Actually, I'm just gonna hand the mic around. This is a really long cord, so feel free to introduce yourself. Give a little bit of what you are, who you are, what you're gonna. Go ahead.
What's up? My name's AJ Garcia, and I can eat a burrito in one bite.
My name's Rob, and I like to party. Check. Check. Prestige. Worldwide.
You know. What is happening?
This is the most useless introduction.
What up? It's your boy Drew.
Somebody turn his mic off.
You guys
have 3 mics.
Yeah.
What was the third one?
What do you mean? Where's the third one? I didn't have the audio splitter yesterday. Yeah.
I think that this might be fake.
This one
It's
input
like when you play a
split.
2-player game with your younger sibling.
It is. Hey, future Mason, I'm sorry. For when you're editing this and Parker's taking a nap.
I don't take naps. And it would ruin my sleep schedule.
Hey, let the record show I'm not asleep.
That's true. Not asleep, not doing homework, not just like kind of in and out of it.
T-Stone, bro, toffee crunch.
Thank you.
I
tried to bring this one. You tried to throw it in my face too. It was initially.
You know Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec? Y'all know Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec?
All right, I want to hear Nicole's story.
Yeah. All right.
Is this a poop story?
So let the record show. It is.
No, it might have been a different one.
Wait, what?
It is Nicole and 10 dudes in this room right now.
Talking
Probably
about
gonna
poop.
smell horrible.
Also,
Hey, can I just? Tyler.
Dude. Okay, what I said nowhere near as.
Can I tell the story? What story? You know what story? Just you don't need permission. It's your wife. After the mud pit, we went into the lake to clean up. Tyler waddled over to me. He said, "AJ, I got some raunchy photos of your wife."
I swung immediately.
Oh my gosh, I was there. AJ said, like, I have to fight out of principle as he stood up out of the water and took his shirt off.
You throw him.
I did, yeah.
You would take your shirt off.
Time, take your shirt off. We're fighting.
Bro, I guess I'm running.
Hey, you won that fight.
Oh my gosh.
Raunchy because it was in a mud pit.
Yeah.
Let's let the record show. Raunchy was not the word he was looking for.
Yeah, raunchy wasn't the word.
Yeah.
We explained to him in detail after a few fists were thrown. Yeah, you don't get a chance to defend yourself there. All right. So, Nicole, good luck.
For those of you who missed it, I said that I shouted out kombucha and probiotics for helping me with my stomach issues. So,
Yep.
advertisement.
Yeah.
If you want
So that's 20 cents.
Sponsored by Ghost. Incredible mouthfeel.
The entire
What is
the
it?
entirety the
Yeah.
entirety first episode of the
it's great.
podcast from this week,
Yeah.
all about the mouthfeel of Ghost.
The kombucha and probiotics were like.
Oh my gosh! What
handled-
did you say? Kombucha?
What's it
Get
called?
roasted.
Kombucha.
Kombucha.
Nice.
Okay.
Nope.
Uncut? My Patreon, by the way.
Okay, am I telling it? I don't know. What's happening? Okay, well, there was everyone in here didn't have kids until Adam and Andrew walked in. But do you have any poop stories of your kids? Or you guys, you're
We have
too.
we have 2 poop stories to get to here soon.
Okay.
Too.
Well,
by
I'm
the way.
telling one about Liam. So I wake up and walk into Liam's room and I smell poop. Also, side note, Andrew doesn't like the term poop. So he wants to teach our son how to say he wants to take a dump. Or drop a deuce.
That's more
So
we
we've settled on the term caca, which is universal for poop. So
Launch an ICBM?
So that's a precursor
That sounds
to the
raunchy.
story. So I walk into the room and I smell caca, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, he must have, pooped himself overnight. I walk in and I open up, or I turn on the light, and I see brown substance everywhere on the crib. It's in the slats of the crib. It is in his. It's on his hands. It's on his face. It's on the crib. It's by his mouth. He was for sure eating and sucking on his finger and had it.
Oh no.
I
have.
walk in and I am literally in shock of just what happened. I don't know if he was like grabbed it and he was painting the slats with it.
We all have.
And
No.
I mean, I literally wait, it's his crib. What are you talking about?
That banger line.
And I walk in and I said, Liam, and he goes, play with caca.
He had a stuffed animal lion that we took all like his baby photos with. The lion's like golden, like beautiful lion. Brown. It is just like he wiped with it.
Liam was actually the culprit of my poop story from yesterday at work.
Wait, that's true?
Well, it's a joke because
Oh.
spreading it all over, whatever.
Half the
This-
people in
this was
were
the
not
lion.
here for that joke. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it was disgusting. This is where he was playing.
Don't show this to the wrong person. Side question. Can I post that on our Instagram?
Yeah, so after burning everything that touched, trying to scrub out his fingernails, giving him a bath. I felt like every time I cleaned, I had to clean that area. So I was like, put him in the bath, then had to clean the bath. It was terrible. Yep. And then Lainey woke up, and I had to figure out that. So. Oh yeah, this was like a month or 2 months ago.
Oh my
Nicole,
goodness.
I would have recommended putting the stuffed animal under the crib.
A reference to his story last night. Yeah, by the way, if you guys want to say something funny, grab a microphone, because I can't guarantee it's going to get picked up. And you guys are dropping bangers. Yeah, of course, AJ. Anyways, that's wild.
Adam,
Yeah. So.
been on? You haven't been on the podcast? Yeah.
Have you been on another podcast?
Not even last year? I could have swore you were on last year.
Podcast, Tab Church, shut up.
Huh. Yeah, then we need a
Ayo.
We need a poop story.
We have 25 episodes. Got to count for something.
Shout out, go sponsor us.
Yeah, the only free shout out.
You leaned in like
Some great mouthfeel.
There we go. I was dying. Anyways, dang.
Ice cold, refreshing, foamy in the mouth.
I am so uncomfortable by that statement. Yeah.
I've literally been thinking for the last 24 hours how Leighton was in timeout at 14 years old. I can't let it go. 14 years old in timeout, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to run this for you three.
It's impressive.
No, Nicole, you heard. Leighton was in timeout at 14 years old, sitting on his bed, didn't want to break that timeout, thusly pooped his pants so that he didn't have to leave the room breaking timeout.
Commitments.
Didn't want his parents or brother to figure out that he pooped his pants. Pants off, under the bed. Forgot about it for a year.
Y'all are judging me.
And you wanted me to come and work with you? That is not a good recruiting tool.
Why do you think I didn't lead with that? You were supposed to come to here.
So when earlier AJ brought that up, and Leighton said, "Let it go." First of all, punny. Second of all, were you in timeout for interrupting Elsa singing Frozen?
Because let it go.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
You'll get there eventually, Parker.
Well, because getting grounded, getting a timeout
If
is
you have
like
to explain it, it's probably not.
Well, hold on. When I explain
this
it,
makes you
but you're
uncomfortable.
explaining it.
when I explain it, it'll make sense, and then you'll laugh.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't over.
For interrupting
I
the
have one
Frozen
question.
movie.
That was
What was
it?
the name of the school you went to growing up?
I was homeschooled.
Ladies and gentlemen,
My mom.
we got him.
Yeah, that was covered last night. I said, "Why were you in timeout at 14?" He said, "Well, I'm homeschooled," and so I was like, "Stop, the tension." You should have covered it as I pooped myself in the tension, and here's how.
See,
That's the YouTube
I would get that
clickbait
you
title.
go up there until you're ready to come down. I was not ready to come down, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't go out of there.
Valid. Okay.
It was ready.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think I have? What do you think I have?
All right, I think
Let the record show. They're both standing up. They're hugging each other. They're apologizing. They're both crying now.
There's no
Oh,
bonding on this
suplex.
podcast.
Yeah, so 2 brand new co-stars. Parker and I are the hosts. And Mo, if he ever shows up again.
Yeah,
Nope.
John Michael.
Andrew pointed at himself. I said nope.
John Michael, where are you?
Where are you? So, I'm going to hand the mic over. Take whatever time you need.
What am I supposed to do?
I'm just going to take time.
What am I supposed to do?
So to be on this podcast, y'all are going to need to tell a poop story. You heard Nicole's. It can be about yourself. It can be about your kids. It can
Okay.
be about a pig that you help raise for 4-H, like Olivia
I've
said.
never had a pig.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. This podcast, this don't do it. I told a story on this podcast one time.
What happened?
Well, you see, go find my episode and you can hear the story. Somehow I got tagged in this stupid thing when they posted it. My then fiance, now wife.
Hey, now wife though.
Luckily, bro,
It was all us. It was all us.
this marriage with lies. Listened to it and found out I pooped my pants on the way to breakfast with her family. And I told her that I had to run to Hibbett's. Bro, there's not even a Hibbett's in Grand Rapids.
I don't even know what Hibbett's is.
It's an Oklahoma store. I just said whatever was in my head.
So go into this with that in mind.
All right.
Say whatever you want.
Poop story. All right.
Yeah, military.
No, I'll just it'll be my kid, about my kid. My own poop stories are fine. My kids have also done that, so like pooping all over the place and whatever. But my oldest son likes to pee outside. Like, I mean, it's a pretty freeing thing, right? Like, he pees outside.
He's the best.
A few weeks ago, he was peeing outside, and while he was peeing, he just said, "Uh-oh," and squatted and then pooped in the yard.
That's so powerful.
Sometimes it just happens, Yeah, I've been there.
Uh-oh. Sounds like a Liam line. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, caca.
Uh-oh, caca.
14?
Amazing.
For the record, my son is 4.
The
He goes to nature school. He goes to nature school, Britain. He goes to nature school. He goes to nature school.
by the way, the line is "Let the record show."
I hate you.
All right. By the way, you didn't actually. Neither of you actually said your name. Are you just good with that?
Martin Rizzi.
My name's MJ.
Sick. All right. Moving on over from the other side of the love seat.
So I do heating and cooling. There's a lesson that you learn when you stop at Taco Bell on the way to your first call. That.
Oh my gosh. Let the record show. Parker may have just pooped himself.
Again.
Well.
Live on air. It's happened before. Yep.
So.
Yeah, 100%.
When you're on your way to your first call, you stop at Taco Bell to get the new Taco Bell breakfasts.
Oh, so
that's
good.
when it first came out.
So good, by the way.
Oh, so good. So good. Taco Bell.
Yeah,
no free
probably
shout-outs.
at this point.
And you eat it before you get there, like a good employee would.
Yeah.
And you get down in front of the furnace, and it's not the furnace you hear rumbling. It's it's my stomach.
He tickled his tummy.
I run upstairs. I'm like, hey, I see you got a bathroom downstairs. I just gotta go pee. I did.
Let the record show he is so uncomfortable.
Well, no, they're like, okay, yeah, make a, no big deal. Like, we trust you. I'm wearing a white shirt, all this fun stuff. We're good company.
Why did you cover the white shirt? Okay, go on.
Well, pee's liquid. This was liquid.
Oh, okay.
Well, I clogged their toilet.
Dude.
It was one of those, like
Lots
you're
of
wiping,
toilet paper?
like where you're wiping a marker, and it's
Dog, I have been there.
yeah, it's the secondary.
Yeah.
That gets you.
Yeah, I get that.
Listen, we went through the mechanics, the proper technique of ensuring you don't clog the toilet. You drop it, flush.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Under the bed.
A couple wipes, flush.
Yeah.
Couple wipes, flush.
Yeah.
All the way through. But you
Yeah.
got to make sure that the water gets back to a sufficient number.
Okay, someone needs to teach Andrew that because he literally has to plunge your toilet every morning.
I also want to formally apologize to Andrew and Nicole for the number of times I've clogged your toilets.
Let the record show. Is she lying? No. But
Literally, that's how I know he's almost done.
it's like her alarm clock. and yes, AJ did live with us for a while, and yes, him and I clogged toilets together, basically.
We need to rework our
Spider. Yeah.
This is a
Together,
beautiful
Wyatt.
love story.
But to also be fair, the water pressure in your guys' house is like so weak. It abysmally
There's
weak.
so many heating and cooling guys who can do water stuff. I need pressure.
Wait, Blake has to finish his story.
I don't do
sorry.
plumbing.
Layton doo-doos.
he doo-doos plumbing. That's precision heating and cooling right there. No for shout-outs. But I go upstairs. I clogged her toilet. Couldn't find the plunger. They didn't have one downstairs, so I had to grab it.
Please keep plungers in your guest
Thank you.
bathrooms.
That's what I was about to say. I
Yes.
grabbed the microphone from Parker. You have to. If you listen to this podcast especially, because you've got a story.
And no matter how trustworthy your
Walmart
20-year-old
Has asked
furnace
us.
technician looks, he's going to poop.
Yeah.
It's not pee. It's poop. It's poop. It's always poop.
No. Oh,
Hey.
Layton said use.
Hey, so have I. So have I.
At our house?
At this point,
Which end did you use?
at this point in my life, I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Who wants it? Oh yeah, Parker, my co-host.
That is horrible, but it reminds me of a poop story.
Sick.
The What Are We Talking About Today podcast is exclusively poop stories at this point.
What are we pooping today?
No, it's only when we have new guests on it turns into entirely poop stories. But when it's off episodes, we talk about fun things like the McDonald's lawsuit of 1979 and Caution It's Hot coffee, the mouthfeel of ghosts, fun stuff. Anyways, poop story.
Yeah, so there's situations where you drop a poop and it's long enough to be a newborn
A newborn.
and like it won't it won't go into the little hole to get into the pipe. It's a P trap. Yeah. And And so I had one of these
It's held
one
up
time.
by the bud. So
And,
vertical.
And I'm like, it literally will not flush like this.
Yeah.
My only option is to make it smaller. And I didn't have enough pee to pee through it. So
Matt, hey, by the way,
yeah.
like a power washer. Hey, everyone in this room just laughed and nodded, and Nicole was like, "What are you talking about?" So Parker, did you stand up?
Huh?
Did you stand up and turn around, or like
Well, I
aim? Yeah, like bend over.
I think of it more like a kinetic orbital weapon. Like the higher standing up makes the impact of gravity more.
It's all about
You know
the
what I mean?
viscosity.
It's all about the
The viscosity.
the terminal velocity.
Okay. My question is how did you have ammunition left in the liquid department after taking the poop?
I
'Cause
didn't.
usually that gets expelled
I
with
didn't.
the log.
I didn't. which
Liquids
is
and
why I
solids
said
are separate.
That wasn't an option.
Dispersals.
So I was like, well, for all intents and purposes, this toilet is clogged. So I took the plunger and just had to chop this tree down with the plunger. But the problem is the plunger was like too big to fit in the whole of the thing, so I like had to scoop it out onto the side of the bowl to like cut it off, and then.
Okay, you're literally doing what Liam did.
And then, Well, and then the plunger, I had to, you cut the caca loaf to pieces, and you get it all breaded up and flush it down, and then you put the plunger back in the water after the water fills up. You just, swish it around, clean it up.
Yep. Absolutely.
Everyone's been
Let the
there.
record show.
I mean,
He just said,
yeah.
yep.
Okay.
You gotta clean
that's
off your
gross, though.
tools.
Speaking of, did you say about John Michael's apartment?
All right, I'm gonna change out toilet brushes and plungers when people come over.
So my first camp as a youth pastor, not here. We have like a 6-stall little bathroom, and the handicap stall, day one. We called him the mystery dumper. Bro, I'm not kidding you guys. Chipotle burrito. Like, no, not a joke. No exaggeration. This big, like on its side, that big. And I remember we
expansive.
we let it lie. We let it lie all week, just hoping like every day we'd make an announcement.
Let the record show he just held up what a waitress would make if you ask how big is your personal pizza.
So every night with the boys, you're like, all right, hey, whoever did it, bro, just handle it. Day 2 goes by, day 3, day 4. We're leaving day 5. It's time to clean up. It's me and 2 other youth pastors. We don't know who did it. So we're drawing straws. Who's getting rid of that thing? So we draw straws. My boy loses. He went at it with a butter knife, bro. Straight up, bro. Had to cut this thing into pieces to get it to flush. Please hold. 2 years later.
That's how long it took.
We're kicking it at we're at my boy's wedding. He's about to get married. He confesses to us that it was the other youth pastor that was drawing straws that did it, bro. There was a time in his life where he only pooped once every 10 days.
What?
And he let his boy cut up his poop with a butter knife. Let the record show. He was a public school kid. So
Why? What was his medical condition? What was his medical condition to only go once every 10 days? I go 10 times every once day.
Every once
Once a day. Every 10 minutes, dude.
Nicole. Nicole said can confirm.
That's canon.
Yes. Yes.
Imagine knowing you did that, and you're like chilling with your boys, and you know, and then you know your boy has to go in there and cut it up, and you're just okay with it.
That's
Hey, I want to say, let the record show, I'd 100% do that to Parker. Because I know he would also do it to me.
You'd cut me up into pieces and flush me down a toilet?
All right. Yes.
it's incredible.
That's an incredible story. For sure. Wow.
Oh, amazing.
Did I have a story I was going to tell? Oh, no, you wanted to tell a story. Just side note, John Michael, who's not here,
Yeah.
he was living in an apartment with 4 dudes, and I went and stayed the night at his place a couple of weeks ago, and their upstairs bathroom they had not cleaned in over a year, the toilet, and it was the color like those caramel coconut Oreos.
Oh.
Cream.
Yeah.
Let's go. T-Stone, what are you doing, bro?
Okay. Wait, we're going to run through the snack options here on the table really quick.
The while you do that, the toilet bowl the volume was significantly reduced by how much crud was stuck to the sides of it.
It's wrong.
Okay. No. Raunchy's out of the question. Currently on the table, we have Mike and Ike's Circus Animal Crackers. We have Fudge Strip Minis. We have Oreo Toffee Crunch and Caramel Coconut Oreos. No. Which is the snack options we had last night. I just want the record show is much better.
See you, MJ.
Night, boys. Thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Fish.
He said, I'm sorry.
Huh.
Wow. Anywho, that's my candy rant. I'm worried about you two. Thank you for providing us food, though.
Seriously, those Pringles.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yeah, there's also Pringles on the table, which Wyatt claimed for himself and then has been letting other people eat, which is very kind of you.
Let the record show, Leighton just chucked a can of Pringles at Rod. Is that your nickname? At Rod. Just like Nicolas Cage in National Treasure through the Declaration of Independence tube.
Feels like it. It feels like I'm holding
That
the
is
Declaration of Independence.
the
in my
party stack Pringles cans are kind of. It sounds like maybe Parker's dump size.
What?
Yeah, that's the. Yeah.
Well,
There was one time that Andrew called me into the bathroom, and I thought something was wrong, and I looked in the toilet, and he's like, "No, look, I pooped a heart."
I thought you play with caca?
I'm sitting there with my finger in my mouth.
He licked it into the heart shape.
No,
Parker.
the joke is I formed it.
Parker, literally what?
I'm not down there like, well, let's see what happens.
He's the one who said he had his poop finger in his mouth. That
Okay.
wasn't that much further.
Andrew,
of a step.
Parker, you both are demented. You both are raunchy. Just absolutely raunchy.
But at the end of the day, we're handling it.
It's been handled.
It is always handled.
Just like Andrew handled his poop. All right.
Had to.
Had to. Gosh, what else do we have for tonight? We're about, okay. So yesterday, Tyler hinted at a medical grade poop story. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to just send the mic over. We'll see how this goes. I'm concerned, I would like to say. Not about the story. We'll see.
Don't worry, I was not part of this, but first of all, I'd make the.
I do not believe that.
My father was.
I wholly do not understand the past 2 minutes of dialogue.
Okay, thank you. So, first off, I'd like to make a quick statement. I say big words sometimes, and sometimes I don't know what they mean. Raunchy being one of them. I know it's very similar, like disgusting and smelly, muddy.
Right.
Upon doing some research with Urban Dictionary, it has some other connotations.
Listen, let's try and fill the sentence with those other words, though.
All right.
I have some disgusting photos of your wife.
Yes.
I have some muddy photos of your wife.
I mean, muddy was very, very, very.
Why did you check Urban Dictionary?
He's like, what does my name mean?
Tyler, stop taking pictures of my
Oh,
wife.
he's raunchy? Oh.
Of all the places, that is the absolute worst.
Hey, Tyler.
He didn't even fight. He put the question in. He went, "Hey guys, what does raunchy mean?" And he waited for a response.
I think we got a notification on your Covenant eyes. Raunchy photos is not a good thing, man.
So your raunchy story is foreshadowed in the lore. You came up to me, I think it was earlier today or earlier a couple days ago, whatever. And you came up to me and you said the word raunchy, and I was like, it's an interesting choice of words.
I used it last night on the podcast.
But I was like, yeah, I was like,
Oh, what a raunchy day. Am I right?
I was like, that was an interesting decision to use that word, but I guess there's no like students around us, so it's yeah. Anyway,
I did that literally 10 minutes ago. That was anyways, back to the medical grade poop story. So my dad, he works in anesthesia. He's a CRNA. He puts people to sleep and monitors them during surgery. Okay, context of the case. Old people sometimes have trouble pooping. All right? And I was drawn back into this when you guys were talking about 10 days not pooping. This woman went a lot longer than that. She was
And
close.
she blew up.
So, slightly overweight. By the way, I'm not going to say her name. I don't even know her name, so we're going to keep this. That would be a violation of HIPAA. So, yeah. I know. I do not know this person, thankfully. Anyways, they've had gastric bypass surgery before, so their small intestine is a little shorter. And when you don't poop gets hard, and it dries up, and it doesn't move. So it gets to the point where laxatives don't work, you see? And old people can't push that hard, all right? So this lady is
like we've all been there before.
Anyways, my dad unfortunately had to assist in this case. They started with a medical enema, which is injecting fluid into the large intestine, the colon.
I thought it was pronounced enema.
Thank you. I said it wrong.
Oh,
I said it wrong.
okay. I didn't mean
Check
to
that Urban Dictionary.
I didn't mean to actually correct you. I thought I was making another joke.
You
I
might
thought
be
enema meant
correct.
something else.
yeah, that's what Layden just said.
Anyways, all right. So the fecal impaction was really bad, and the enema did not work. So that means you have to do what's called, okay, a little bit of information here. There's a nasogastric intubation, which is a tube that goes through the nose down to the stomach, which is typically used for feeding. And then there's an orogastric intubation, which is a thick tube going
That's like you cracked your knuckles, but you farted.
Anyways. Anyways, my dad assisted in the orogastric intubation of this woman, preparing for something he was not excited to see. So, the tract of the intestinal tract, you've got a lot of flaps in your system, all right? You got your lower esophageal sphincter in your stomach, and then you have your pyloric sphincter down in the duodenum, and then you have the mucosa of the small intestine. All right.
Tyler and his medical grade sphincters.
And then you get to the ileocecum. Yeah, that's what it's called, the cecum, which is where the small intestine becomes the large intestine. But the problem is that this lady has not pooped in so long that the fecal matter has hardened into the small intestine. Gross. Yes, it is gross. So she couldn't excrete the matter in one direction, so it had to go the other. Hence the point of the orogastric intubation.
What?
Yeah, so my dad literally watched this lady have poop extracted from her bowels out of her mouth.
So why not the upper flap, not the mud flap, is what you're saying?
Yes.
The mud flap?
I don't know why he told me this story or the context of how this came up.
It's like when Ron.
typical
it's-
early
it's-
Wednesday morning.
It's like when Ron
My
Weasley
medical
tried to
grade poop story.
It's like when Ron Weasley tried to curse Draco Malfoy for
Nice.
calling Hermione a Muggle, but his wand backfired and he cursed himself, and so he ate slugs. So he was literally throwing up slugs out of his mouth. That's what I
Great.
picture.
Yeah.
That's all I picture right now.
Hey, let the record show that story finished and everyone's mouth was just like a gasp at like what just happened. Yeah, someone comment on that.
Mouthfeel?
Anyways, I
an
don't
incredible story.
I don't know what to say.
Our mouths were agape because we were wondering if we could replicate that story live on.
That's what I thought was gonna be said. That was a good reference though. Oh my
Like
gosh.
AJ right now.
Wild.
Oh man.
That felt like Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. Running
That was
back.
awesome.
Future Mason, sorry.
Thanks. So
Hey.
I love the format of telling jokes now is say it, wait for a microphone, say it again.
It's like, I feel like it was more like Brown's Anatomy.
Nice.
Disgusting.
To be fair, my girlfriend and I have started watching Grey's Anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting show. A lot of it is just that kind of talk where I'm just like, I have no idea what's happening. And then it gets to the end, I'm like, oh, that's what all of that meant.
Those words I actually know, but raunchy I did not know.
I love how serious you are when you tell these stories.
Yeah.
I Wikipedia'd my way through the first 15 seasons of Grey's Anatomy, and now I watch it with my wife and I enjoy it.
Chris and I watched it as well.
Yeah.
Let
the
the
record
record
show,
show.
though,
Yeah.
reading all that stuff was really interesting and difficult because I had to picture it in my head without any context.
Yep.
And I was like, I should just watch it. And then I was
So
like,
let
I
the
should
record
back to
show,
Wikipedia
I
it.
guess, a really good relationship show.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, sure. Not great relationship advice
don't
on
follow
the show.
terrible
representation
relationship
of the relationships in the show. Those are poorly done.
But for you and a significant other, yeah.
Yeah, for watching. Okay, there's so many people reaching for.
What's a relationship?
Let the record show why it said. Say it again.
No, he said into a mic.
Say it again.
Someone pull up Urban.
What's a relationship?
A relationship. A relationship's a relationship.
Nice.
How? What's the Beetlejuice line? What's the carrot? What carrot's Oh yeah, what color is a carrot? Carrot's I don't know, a carrot.
Answer on Urban Dictionary of Relationship. An excuse to annoy people. Quote, it's okay that we had a fight in front of you. We're in a relationship.
Someone's been hurt before.
Ouch.
Do you want me to do the second one or the third one?
Which one's raunchier?
It's okay that we called each other pet names and kissed in front of you. We're in a relationship.
Thank you for that voice.
What? That's my podcast voice.
I was also super excited today during the dirt search that Parker came up when I asked him to be Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Was that planned?
That was awesome. That was not planned.
Let the record show. The podcast voted that he looked more like Lin. Then who was it? Who looked like Candace? Then Paige looked like Candace.
No, Paige looks exactly like Candace.
He looks exactly like Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Wait, we talking Phineas and Ferb? They'll speak my language.
There's 104 days. My voice is so destroyed.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wyatt and Hope's sister and Luke's. Luke McGarry's sister, Paige, looks exactly like Candace Flynn.
You had that pulled up.
Well, yeah, I just DuckDuckGo searched it. What are you talking about?
What? I don't mean this in any way. You also look like Phineas.
It's more so she
Whoa.
acts like.
Whoa!
I didn't kinda
Comment.
see it.
Well, no.
Yes.
Because you.
Yes.
Just because you
Yes.
look like someone does not mean you have their
Yes.
physical attributes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Comment on that though.
I climbed up a tree yesterday.
Yeah, he climbed up a tree yesterday, Mason.
All right,
Let
I'm
him
gonna
take
head
it
out.
for what?
Yes,
how he
because
took
smart
it.
people are
Thanks,
infamously known for climbing trees.
He
Thanks
built
for
a
letting me be on
tree
the podcast
house.
this camp season, boys.
Hey,
Appreciated it.
Let the record show. We're gonna talk about. Thank you guys so much for joining us. That was
Thanks
awesome.
for having us.
Thank you for your stories. Thank you for your time before camp with your mouthfeel of Ghost and Wendigo and.
Incredible episode. Make sure you check it out.
Yep, this is a great one. Unedited. Yeah, I think we might as well just finish it off because it's about that time, anyways.
AJ's asleep.
AJ, you can't fall asleep.
Pinch it off, boys. Pinch it off.
Someone hand the microphone to Parker.
Why? Rorschach's Journal.
Yeah.
I have to remember how this goes. Rorschach's Journal. 4th of July. 1812.
What is happening?
Okay, that was horrible. Rorschach's Journal. 1984. I'm in Gettysburg. I'm taking the tour of the Gettysburg, where people fought each other in Gettysburg, and the hills are filled with their blood, and their souls look at me and whisper, "Save me." But just like the city, with the gutters filled with injustice and raunchy grime, I merely look at those decrepit souls and I say, no.
I don't think I've ever made it to the end of a podcast.
Give me time. know